Yeah. Well, golly. Maisie's all upset because something fell from above my head, hit me in the face, and I threw it. So she thinks that her life is over. Look at her just sitting there on the table. Look at the look on her face. She thinks she's in trouble. And it didn't even involve her. She'll she'll work it out. She'll have to because, life goes on. Everything isn't always. Sometimes crap happens. Like getting a hit in the face with a wind chime. Right, Maisie? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Hi, guys. Let's see if this helps. Maybe some. Maybe if I go like this. As you know, a big part of my life is Maisie. And it's training her and spending time with her and turning her into the dog that I need and will need. Some things she has down just excellent. But she's still kind of prone to distractions. But like today, I got a box out of the kitchen cupboard to make something, and I dropped the box, and Maisie was laying on the couch. I said, Maisie, get it? She walked right over, picked it up, handed it to me. I mean, stuff like that she's great at. And that was one of the big things. Because every time I bend over, I feel the grinding of my spine bones, and it's a miserable feeling, and it hurts. Today, after I got done working, got my shower, got dressed, took her out, went to go for a walk, and we were standing about 3 or 4 feet off the road in the grass because there was a couple. I say an older couple, they're probably in their 60s too. Does everybody do that? I don't know. Anyway, walking a little white. It's a really cute little white. Looked like it could have been a bull terrier mix. It didn't have quite the pronounced snout on it that bull terriers have, but it's about the size and stature of one. So it might have been a mix. Anyway, it was white with a little black eye. It's really cute. And he was a male. And they were walking, so I put Maisie next to me in a sit-stay until they got by. And she was wearing her vest, rescue dog in training. And the wife was walking the dog or had the leash. And when they got close, the wife slowed way down and then stopped, like maybe she wanted to talk to me. Let's talk about our dogs kind of thing or whatever. But their little white dog he's really muscular, like bull terriers are. He's really muscular. And Maisie was sitting next to me, and he came at her. And the wife couldn't hold him. And Maisie stood in front of me and never went out to the road, never went after him. But she was, by the time he reached her, she was ready. Let's just put it that way. Meanwhile, I tried to pull her around behind me so I'd be between her and the dog, and she wasn't having none of that. She says, that's not what I'm bred for. But anyway, so the husband was maybe 20 feet behind, and he ran up, grabbed the dog, and on they walked. I said, I'm sorry, and it wasn't my fault. But, they're old people. Well, like I say, they're 60s, like Pete and I are. Anyway, so, but I apologize. He goes, no, it wasn't your fault. And they walked on. Very nice, very cute dog. So I told Pete, because Pete had come out when all that was going on. So I told Pete I'm going to run Maisie through a few of her paces right here before I take her back out on the street, because there were other people walking dogs, a little boy riding a bike, 2 ladies taking walks. I mean, these streets are busy compared to West Branch. But anyway, so I said I'm going to put her through some of her paces just to get her settled. So I did a walk easy, which is what everybody else calls heel. But she doesn't have to keep her head exactly level with my leg either. But I did a walk easy. We did slow walk easy, fast walk easy with her not pulling. Me stopping after 1 step, 2 steps, 10 steps, whatever, doing sharp turns to the left, sharp turns to the right. Then I made her sit, I made her lay down, sit, lay down, sit. Went through a lot of that stuff, do some more sharp turns, and with her at my side, and she performed like a gem. I mean, just was perfect. She wore out. So we went out, and we were walking over across by the pavilion over there because a lot of people walk their dogs there because they have waste baskets, so you can throw your bags right there. And so we were walking over that area. And as we got onto the grass, the guy in the Prevo that's right next to it with his yellow lab came out. And I saw the lab, and Maisie saw the lab, and the guy saw us and just kept walking toward us. Not toward the dog area where people take their dogs, but toward us as we were approaching it. And I just told Maisie, I said, keep walking. She put her head back and just kept walking, and she'd look again and say, keep walking. She just kept walking right next to me. Totally ignored the lab. Totally. And the guy. Even though the lab was barking and pulling on his leash. I can't tell you how much this dog means to me. I cry when I think about it. She's amazing, this dog. So, third thing. I was going and I was doing her on her spin and stuff, and I noticed my finger was bleeding. Don't know from what, but it doesn't matter. I noticed my finger was bleeding, and I loosened up on the leash, and she keeps a pretty steady pressure, not pulling real hard, but pressure, light but steady pressure on it. So it fell out of my other hand. So her circle started getting bigger, and she realized that she started going in another direction. She was at a pretty good pace at that point. And I just stood still, and I said, Maisie, come. And she turned around instantly and came, sat down right in front of me. I mean, so all I had to do is sit down, and I told her wait. She knows the difference between wait and stay. Wait means anything less than a minute usually. But anyway, I told her wait, bent down, picked it up, or her rope thing. I just can't even. It'll be 4 months tomorrow since I've gotten her. And she had such an awful start to life. She amazes me and she blows me away, and I know I talk about her a lot, but right now, getting her ready for whatever's coming, she is a freaking amazing animal. Gwen thinks she looks like Marmaduke, so she calls her Marmaduchess. Probably came in on us. So, okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Take care. God bless, and good night.